Hi, my name is Emily Strum, and I am going to be answering a few interview questions for you today. The first question is, what attracted you to this company? If I were interviewing with a potential employer, what would attract me most to the company would be what they represent. I want to go into employment law because I feel like that would be where I best fit in. I've had the most experience. So what would attract me to a company would be what they represent, what they're willing to bring to the table, what they're willing to fight for, as long as it's not without the moral that needs to be there. The second question is, tell me how you would respond after a failure. We're human. We make mistakes. Life goes on. Mistakes are mistakes. The only thing that you can take away from it is what you're going to learn from it. If you don't learn anything from the mistake, then you're going to continue to make it again and again and again. So failure to me is not a negative thing. It's proof that we're trying. The third question, what's the most difficult thing you've had to do at work? Terminating employees was never fun as a store manager, but it had to be done. There are rules, guidelines, policies, things that need to be followed, and when you're not following them, there's nothing I can do to help you, honestly. It's an unfortunate choice, an unfortunate decision for both the employer and the employee, but it's gotta happen. Number 4, tell me about a time you were a team player. Being a store manager is all about being a team player. You cannot be a store manager and be a independent person. You have to depend solely on your employees and what they bring to the table, what they will do for you. Running both of my stores, my Family Dollar and my Dollar Tree, are perfect examples of me working as a team player and me having a great team constructed. I was constantly on the top of the charts for my sales, for my stores looking good. And that wasn't just me, that was my team. And I would never solely take credit for that because that wouldn't even be close to accurate. Number 5, tell me about a time that you dealt with a conflict at work. With my current employer, they like to do things that are not very fun to try to wiggle your way around. We've unfortunately had a lot of situations lately where we have just ran out of pop in the store. I'm a Coca-Cola merchandiser, so I deal with pop all day long. But in this situation last week, we had a hot ad at our Targets, and I ran out of pop. The only thing you can really do in that situation where you have a conflict is communicate heavily to show that, yes, we know there's a problem. Yes, we're very sorry. No, we can't do anything about it right now, but bear with us. We're doing the best we can. Number 6, have you helped another person reach their goals? Absolutely. Before I became a store manager, I was an assistant manager for Dollar Tree, and I was a trainer. I trained other employees to be assistant managers, and I was very good at that. Of course, I excelled, went on to become a store manager, which was a very rewarding experience. I would love to do it again, but it's not in the cards. But seeing people get through the program, become an assistant manager, get in their own store, and then be successful, that was rewarding. That was more rewarding to me than the paycheck, was seeing them succeed and be so proud of themselves. And it wasn't necessarily that it made me proud. It was just, I was proud to see them be so proud. The final question, what do you hope to achieve in the first 90 days? Within the first 90 days, I hope that I make minimal amount of mistakes. I'm going to be bluntly honest. I'm going to be terrified to make any mistakes, to screw up, to do anything out of the norm. I'm going to be triple, quadruple checking everything. But that's just the person I am. I want to make sure I'm doing it right the first time around, and I don't respond well to failure, but I still accept it. I know it's part of life. But I hope to, in the first 90 days, I hope to be able to brief a case, to work with people. I don't necessarily want to get into doing trial stuff or anything right away. I would rather just start from the beginning, learn how to do client intake, learn the computer processes. That would be the most important thing for me to learn, because that's kind of the foundation of what you do. You rely on your computer work, your toggling between programs and whatnot, and that would be where I would focus. And that would be my interview. Thank you for your time.